Now it's time for us to move on to our next segment, which we call MCQ. That's My Crypto Queries. We have with us Sharat Chandra, VP Research and Strategy, EarthID. He's a blockchain and emerging tech evangelist. A very warm welcome. He's our expert tonight, and he'll be answering all your queries as he does in every single episode in a very simplified way. First query that we have is from Faizan, and he asks, any suggestion on STEPN NFT? Well, what is that? Users who buy the game's non-fungible token can earn rewards for every step they take. That's quite an interesting concept. So, Mr. Chandra, what are your thoughts on it?
It's a very interesting project, and the team behind it is also very great. In fact, they happen to be one of the winners of the Solana Hackathon, which happened in 2021, Australian team. So what they're doing is they're riding high on the wellness trend, which is picking up. So wellness itself is a $1.5 trillion economy, according to McKinsey. So it empowers users to kind of adopt healthier habits, right? So you start earning NFTs or points in terms of the steps you take or the calories you burn, right? So they're promoting healthy living, and many people will start adopting these because it's kind of bringing element of gamification to fitness and also rewarding users, right, who are active physically. So that's a very, very interesting concept. And recently, even it was announced by Binance that Binance NFT Marketplace that they have tied up with ASIC sneakers. So users can equip themselves with sneakers, virtual sneakers to be precise, and get going.
Yes, and I remember talking about that on our show as well. Moving on to our next query, Fanendra says, what factors to see before buying a crypto coin? Now, that's quite it's quite a wide question. And if you can answer it in as brief way as possible. Right.
So now going back to the previous answer which I gave, right? So it's always important to look at the team which is behind the project. What exactly are they into? For example, this STEPN is about gamification, right, and wellness and health benefits. So if you're passionate about a project, or let's say any project, let's say gaming for that matter, which is picking up in a big way, or metaverse. So it also gets down to the project which is in demand for that matter, right? So if any use case which is in demand and again loved by many, so those projects will gain momentum in days to come.
Interesting. And now we put up, this story to invite these questions, and a lot of questions were linked to Shiba coin. I mean, there's one query that asks comments on Shiba coin. There's Awesome Aryan, that's the handle, and he's asking Shiba Inu ko hold karke rakhein ya sell kar dein. There were several other queries related to Shiba coin, and I just want you to introduce our viewers to Shiba Inu and then talk about your opinion on it. Of course, we've done a full episode on this as well, but very quickly, if you can answer their question. And one specific one is that should they hold it or sell it at the moment?
Right. So Shiba Inu is one of the top most meme coins. After Dogecoin, it's also called the Dogecoin killer because at times its price has kind of taken over Dogecoin prices. But if you look at the recent developments, this week itself, and the metaverse was announced, so the SHIB metaverse, which is live and bidding is going on. And it was also listed on one of the leading exchanges called Robinhood. So that also lead to spike in prices. What's happening is the on-chain data suggests that there's an accumulation of Shiba tokens by some of the wallet whales, right? So that's one promising trend where you see accumulation happening. Also, the tokens in supply are also coming down. There's a couple of burn events planned. So it's estimated that close to 4.3 billion of Shiba tokens will be burnt in coming days, right? So that also tells us that the circulation of tokens will be reduced significantly. That also will lead to a rise in prices.
Right. The new tax regime is in action in the country. That is 30% tax on every profit you make from cryptocurrency. And Atif has asked, loss mein kitna tax dena hoga? So it's as simple as that. How much tax should we pay on losses?
So, I mean, ideally, you don't have to pay any tax on losses. It has only to be paid on the profits you make. So if you're making losses, then again, only thing is you can't offset losses against one coin versus another, right? So don't worry about taxes if you're making losses.